Good afternoon, guys, and happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. So guys, I felt a little bit more productive today. I did edit, I did dishes, I did laundry today, although I didn't end up getting up very early. It was weird. Well, actually, Jeff woke me up this morning because I told you guys that I was like, oh, I just have to throw his football stuff in the dryer. I washed more than half of his stuff. The only thing was he had a practice jersey, which is like a weird like mesh sort of thing, and his game jersey were still in the washing machine, one of the two. Obviously he didn't need the game jersey, but he needed the practice jersey. But I wanted to make sure that like his pants, all the other stuff for the most part was all washed. You know, like it was the more of the stuff, but it was all washed in lights. The other stuff was all washed in darks, and I didn't want to mix everything together. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna wash this stuff first. Then my dad never took care of his laundry basket, so all the stuff that was in the dryer I had nowhere to put. And since him and my mom were asleep in the room, I couldn't even put it on their bed, which is where I'll normally put it if like they haven't taken care of their laundry basket. So I was like, I literally don't know where to put this. So I was like, okay, I can't do laundry. So I had to leave that stuff overnight until I could take it into their bedroom in the morning then. But I realized I probably could have like hung up Jack's jerseys and let them air dry, like at least in the laundry room or something. But I was like, he woke up this morning and asked me like, oh, where is it? Which is what woke me up early this morning. I was actually up at 8 o'clock. Then fell back asleep. Actually, no, I was up at 7:30 before my alarms even went off this morning. And I told him, I was like, you know what, bring the mesh jersey with to school, because that was all that he needed that was still in the washing machine. And then, you know, he can, you know, just like hang it up in his locker at school and let it air dry, because honestly, like I said, it's mesh anyway. There's like no fabric on the actual jersey, so like it really doesn't take on any water. Like at most it'd be possibly damp, even just taking it straight out of the washing machine. So I was like, if you just leave it like hang up when you get to school, like in the, you know, the locker room, like the gym locker room, or whatever. They have the, I think they put their stuff in like the athletic locker room. And then the gym one for gym class is separate. But anyways, so I think that's how it works. I don't know. I never played a sport at school. I told him to do that. I was like, you know, they have little hooks in there, right? You can just like hang it up. So he was like, yeah, I was fine by the time that, you know, practice was at the end of the day, you know. So I was like, okay, good. Because again, I had nowhere to put this stuff. So then finally this morning when I woke up, which was after, because then after 7:30 I fell back asleep at like 9 o'clock, and then ended up sleeping until like I think 11 almost, for like another 2 hours. But I was up for like an hour and a half or two, yeah, an hour and a half before I fell back asleep almost. So then, like I said, I ended up taking their basket, threw it on their bed for them to take care of all that clean laundry and put away, and then ended up doing the laundry that was in there from last night. And then I also did dishes, and like I said, I also edited today as well. But guys, I didn't, because today was more like a Monday for me. So I was like, I'm gonna do my sales papers won't come until tomorrow anyway, because it was a holiday yesterday. So I'll get those tomorrow. I'll make my grocery list then. And then also I'm gonna clean the bathroom tomorrow, because again, today was sort of like, felt like a Monday to me, and my normal Monday routine was sort of screwed up because like everybody was home and we had other things sort of going on. So again, there was a couple things that like Monday, or like, you know, Tuesday I normally wind up getting to, but I'm pushing them back to do on Wednesday. But I still need to make sure I get that stuff done on Wednesday, because then like Thursday we have to go to the grocery store, Friday's the football game. I don't actually think we have anything going on this weekend. No, I think we do. I think we're going to go see the new Marvel movie. And we were possibly supposed to go to Matthew's school to go and watch the football game, the college football game, but we can't because, I don't know, Matthew is doing something else, and like with his fraternity or something like that, and it was supposed to be like family weekend though, but I don't know, he has to do something else, and long story short, he's like, I'm not going to be able to have time to be able to like be with you guys. So like, yeah, we're gonna have to go at a different time, I guess, at some point. And like they do some type of like family weekend in like the spring, so we were all like, though, like we're not gonna be able to actually go to see the game, any game with you at all at any point this year. It was actually kind of cool though too, because last week they were away, but we watched the game and they were actually like a 19-point underdog. I think they actually won the game by 1 point, which is pretty crazy. So we actually watched that last week. We were switching between that and the Clemson Georgia game, I think, even though that was a really good game too. Matthew's school game, like I said, because they were completely the underdogs. I mean, I guess Georgia was underdogs too, but like, so we were just way more interested in that one. Like, it was like a nail biter pretty much the whole time, I felt like. And like I said, we were sort of switching between the Clemson and Georgia game, and it wasn't like, I don't know, that, like, it was okay, I guess, but it wasn't like all that entertaining because neither team actually scored a touchdown in that game, which was sort of crazy. The defense, I think, for Georgia ended up scoring, and there was 2 field goals for either team. And so, like, I don't know, it just wasn't really like a really great game. The other one, like I said, Matthew's school was like, I think it was 22-21, I think was the final score. So like there was some scoring and stuff like that, just there wasn't a lot of that going on in the other game. So again, we ended up like watching that one for the most part. But that's why I was sort of like, oh, we could actually go and see the game this weekend, but we don't actually, which sort of stinks. So anyways though, guys, I do have a really big surprise that should be coming on Thursday for you guys. I think that's when it's coming. I don't know. We will wind up finding out for sure. It sounds like my mom said that it's supposed to be here on Friday or Thursday. And I'm not totally sure what time. I actually think my mom might need to go and pick it up. But I will share it with you guys. It will be something that will probably be pretty fun to see in the vlogs, that I am sort of excited about, a little bit concerned, and on Thursday maybe I'll let you guys know exactly what all of the concern is about. But yeah. So anyways, but that is something that is coming up that I will share with you guys. Also too, my dad ended up ordering some stuff on Amazon on maybe Sunday, I think, and we ended up actually placing an order to get Charlie a bark collar. Hey Charles, did we get you a bark collar? He has been so silent today, guys. So we got him an automatic one. Right now I've been using, my mom bought a bark collar. I think I told you guys. It was sort of too big for him. I was also using a remote, which is okay, but when we're not here, we can't do anything about his barking. So, which isn't completely like all the time, and he's not that bad, but out of the 3 dogs, I think he's the worst. Bliss will only bark like if something is, she knows like the mailman's here, like something. Sometimes Charlie will just bark at like somebody dropped something in the house and he thinks it is somebody breaking in. And it can get a little annoying. So we got him a automatic then bark collar that didn't work. We ordered this one. It is really awesome. It has worked so far. The thing is though, is that it detects sound. So if Bravo's next to him and he barks, Charlie's bark collar will probably wind up going off. The idea is to hopefully also get Bravo one so that it also stops him from barking. But or if Bliss is next to him, it'll wind up going off, and because it doesn't sense the vibration. But I have the sensitivity actually pretty low, so hopefully it won't pick up too much of the other dogs like barking in the house, and just mainly his bark. It wasn't super expensive, but it also wasn't one of the cheaper ones. But we bought one of the expensive ones, and that was the one that wasn't working. That's supposed to be like the 2-factor, sort of like, you know, the bark and the vibration. That was not working. It did not spray once. I tested this one out twice with him actually, and it worked. Now though, he is scared of any place that it has sprayed him. He seems like he is scared to go back to that place. Like, I knocked on the front door because I wanted to see if it would work, if he'd bark and then it would spray him, you know, just to test it out, and it did. And it sensed him and everything like that, which was good. But then he got scared and didn't want to come like in the living room anymore. And then too, earlier today I was doing it on my bed when I had the remote one that I was using for him, and he started getting scared of being on my bed, I think because he was associating that with like being sprayed with it, and I don't think he was like picking up like it was from him barking. He was just associating the place with him being sprayed. So I think he's finally sort of broke that now, and he hasn't hardly barked at all. I actually don't think he has ever since I put the new one on him right now, which is really cool. So, and we can use the other one for Bliss. But yeah, anyways, my time is about to run out actually on this SD card. So I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog.